Pardon, technical difficulties. There we go. Gotta do that all the time now because so often I forget it, do full videos with the microphone off. So now I always gotta check it. Anyways, folks, welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We'll be getting to the JRC in a moment, but first, the disclaimers and the trigger warnings. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign, or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, pertinent links are right there in the description box with helpful labels so that you know what you're clicking on. So if you want to go ahead and do your own deep dive in regards to the Judge Rothberg Educational Center, you're certainly welcome to do so. Trigger warning, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. For one thing, we do use profanity. On the other, we talk on dark subjects such as the Judge Rothberg Educational Center, Tobin World, Agape Boarding School for Boys, Circle of Hope, Kennecook Camp, and many places like it. And when we do, you are going to hear some vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and no, parental supervision is very much advised. Alright, well, we're at the end of the nauseating letter that we've been reading, but I'm going to read these last two couple of sentences because, of course, I got to throw my 2 cents in. So, we're going to go ahead and do that and then scroll down to see if there's anything else, word salad wise, we're going to have to be forced to read. Okay, so where we left off. CDRH is committed to including patients' voices into our decision making. Okay. Whose voices? JRC? JRC parents? Whose voices? Whose? Because, of how things are run at the JRC, it feels like to me that, as a matter of fact, you do not respect the voices, the autonomy, the civil and human rights of the students locked in that bad acid trip Disney threw up hellhole. Seems most of the time it's not the patients speaking. It is their parents speaking. Parents who are not on human shock collars. Or it's the JRC that is talking. Also known as the individuals who are holding the remote control to the human shock collars these kids are forced to wear. Whose voices? Certainly not the patients. Well, they have guardians and their parents speak for them. If that is the case, using a sentence saying that patients' voices need to be listening to? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You see, when you write a sentence like that, you would essentially be saying to the layman that the students that are caught in that hellhole's voices actually matter and are listened to. Well, after extensive deep diving for multiple years at this point, we know for a fact that that is not at all the case. The people's voices who are respected are the JRC sadists and the Kool-Aid drinking parents. Even parents who resist and seek to draw their kids out of their school are horrendously harassed by the JRC. And for the individuals who would fail to sign the consent form for that human shock collar for their child would be threatened multiple times by the JRC. The JRC using their lawyers to rip parental custody from them and to have it given to a complete stranger. A legal guardian determined by a Massachusetts court that has remained under the JRC thumb quite literally longer than I've been alive, and I am 40 years old. Okay? So JRC, do me and the rest of the world a favor. Never write a sentence like that again. We all know it's not true. In fact, you've made it quite clear that you don't think that us advocates who are autistic should have any right to speak up on your students' behalf. You don't even think we have the right to speak up on our own behalf. You essentially view us all as perennial children and burdens to society. Don't tell me you don't. I have read just about more than enough of your rhetoric, gaslighting nonsense than I can absolutely safely stomach. Okay? You don't care about patients' voices. You care about your wallet. So you will appease the parents. You'll use terms like patients when anybody questions you. Well, they're minors, so their parents speak for them. No. Not when it comes to torture on this level that they are allowing and vocally and enthusiastically backing. Not just no, but hell no. And such types of parents, and I don't even mean this to be cruel, but if you are brainwashed to the point that you can't even get a true grasp of what is right and what is wrong in regards to your child's both medical and mental health treatment, you don't have business being a parent. And those kids have no business being under JRC control. Okay? These are the things why offices for child advocates in civil law courts and otherwise exist. Okay? Don't talk about but you need to hear the patients' voices to the FDA. They've heard their voice. Okay? You are the ones who are trying to shout them and everybody else, literally the entirety of the medical model, down. And you get more unhinged, more massive amounts of word salad, more completely insane, baseless arguments as the years go on every time that you're questioned. We know that you do not respect your patients' voices. We know it from Jennifer Masumba. We know it from Andre McCollins. We know it from multiple students who you made so afraid that they absolutely begged to be allowed to be anonymous because they know all too well about your harassment tactics with anyone that ever speaks of anything against the JRC. So please spare me trying to play the beacon as though you're the one who cares about those students' voices. You could not give less of a shit. And you use the Kool-Aid drinking parents as useful idiots to continue to push forward your insane, barbaric pseudoscience that comes straight out of the freaking Dark Ages. We're talking about individuals who probably would not been out of place in the Spanish Inquisition during the Reconquista of Spain. Alright? Of course, they talk about their office state, but I just wanted to bring that up because every time they do it, it just like, I want to talk about things that take someone as low energy as me and has me like literally frothing out the mouth special level kind of pissed. That's one of them. Okay? I don't like arrogance. I don't like condescension. I don't like anyone sitting there with their nose in the air, acting like they are better than everyone else. I don't like individuals trying, well, you just don't know what's good for you. And I especially don't like people like this who insist that they are their child's voice and scream at us how we could never be because we're not like their child. For the love of God, lady, I may not be like your child, but I am neurodivergent. You are neurotypical. You know what that means? That means I am more like your child than you will ever be. In regards to how different your child supposedly is, I'm 40 years old. That is why I appear different. I just literally aged, and due to a whole hell of a lot of luck and my mom's moxie and intolerance for bullshit, I got a hell of a team to assist and help me with the more dangerous parts of my diagnosis, such as tendencies for self-injurious behavior and aggressive behavior. And that's how you got what you see now. Okay? This is years of therapy, psychiatry, going to my neurologist on a semi-regular basis, and working out about 4 to 5 hours a day like a psychopath. What? It does a lot for anxiety, nerves, and extra energy. Because it's a weird dichotomy. I'm low energy, but there's always like a low hum of energy all the time. So, having that little mini elliptical there that I can just like read and pedal, and I do that a lot. And I still use the big elliptical in there as well as the climber. But, yeah, you get the point. It just annoys me, folks. I don't like when anyone says that they speak for anyone. We should be in a world that encourages everybody to be their own voice, not to, pigeonhole and select some random stranger celebrity you've never met in your life to somehow be your voice. No, be your own individual voice. Be your own promoter. Be your own announcer, for God's sake. Don't let other people do that. Just stop. Okay? Alright, now I know this video is a little bit shorter than normal. Please excuse me, I am going to scroll down because we're going to be doing another video after this, and I want to see if I can get out of this horrible 55-page word salad or not. Oh, for the love of God. Well, at least we don't have to go over this one. This is actually an article we've already gone through on our channel. Oh my gosh, we may actually be done with this one, folks. I think we are. Oh, darn it. Apparently, I spoke too soon. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and close out at least for this video, though, okay? Alright, we don't get very many views on this channel, and the few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and as always, don't forget to hit the comments. I definitely do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea absolutely do. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you all here in a little bit. Bye-bye, everyone.